you're drowning. Every day, the pressure mounts. The weight of endless information, the noise of markets that never sleep, impossible expectations from clients, bosses, partners, even yourself. It feels like there's no edge left to find, no secret left to discover. Everywhere you look, someone's selling a system, an algorithm, a trick, but it all blends into one exhausting blur. That gnawing sense, it's the gut-wrenching pain of knowing deep down that the usual tools, the standard playbooks, they're not enough. Not for you. Not for the risk you're willing to take, the legacy you want to carve. It's brutal. When everyone's chasing the same signals, riding the same waves, you're left wondering, what's truly unique? What is so damn rare that nobody and no machine, no AI, no process can mimic it? Because here's the raw truth. The biggest edge in hedge funds isn't a quant model. It's not some high-frequency trading setup buzzing in a dark basement. It's not even the insatiable access to data that floods your screens every second. Every firm chasing those ends up looking the same, vulnerable when the game shifts, powerless when the unknown hits. What no one can copy is far harder to build, far deeper than tech or tactics. It's raw human edge, so rare, so authentic, it cuts through the chaos like a beacon in the fog. This edge is about owning your individuality, fully, without compromise. It's about breaking free from the crowd that follows noise and groupthink, from the herd that clings to outdated safety nets. Too many get trapped in what feels stable, but is really just invisible chains made of habit and fear. It's about rejecting the system's promises that comfort equals safety or that rules will protect you. Those are lies dressed in suits. Real edge is chaos tolerant. It's built on ruthless self-trust and relentless questioning. Imagine this. In a world telling you to conform, to standardize, to stay within bounds, your real power shines when you refuse to fit. When you question everything, the so-called truths, the market consensus, even your own long-held beliefs. Because progress never came from playing it safe or being one of many. It came from those on the margins, the outsiders, the relentless few who burned everything down to build something that mattered. That's the true hedge fund edge no algorithm can code. Fearless individuality, paired with hyper-selected collaboration, connecting with those rare minds who challenge you, sharpen you, and unlock new possibilities. This edge demands patience and discipline, not shortcuts. It's a long game, the one no flashy stat or quarterly report can capture. It's about building a network, not a crowd, not a community, but a brutal alliance of misfits who refuse the status quo. You find those who think differently, who are fiercely independent, yet crave exceptional connection. Those who don't settle for cheap belonging, but forge raw, powerful bonds that fuel breakthrough insights. This kind of connection is magnetic. It creates a rhythm in which ideas collide and transform, where you're not alone facing markets that punish repetition and reward innovation. The problem is the world's illusions. We live in a lie of freedom when, in reality, the system grinds down individual fire, rewards mediocrity, and cages brilliance in conformity. The hedge fund industry often mirrors this. Algorithms suck liquidity but ignore wisdom. Humans chase benchmarks, chasing consensus that suffocates creative risk-taking. The rare, the radical, the revolutionary strategies struggle to breathe. Exceptional minds are isolated, misaligned, orphaned in a sea of noise. The edge becomes another commodity, bought and sold, stripped of its magic. But what if the true edge was deeper, the power unleashed when the individual breaks free, when you live by a different code? To be sovereign, your will as a weapon, to be critical, question every assumption, every fact, pushed by mass consensus or market dogma. To be transformative, bend the reality others accept and create what only you can see. To be selective in your alliances, only linking with those who burn as strongly as you do. And above all, to be patient, because eternity favors those who play the long game, who build legacy edges that outlast trends and noise. Think about what this means for your investments. You don't just need data crunching or an edge in timing. You need a mindset built on supreme individuality and access to a fiercely curated network of collaborators who trigger insights you couldn't reach alone. You need to cultivate a radical resistance to conventional wisdom and foster an autonomous approach that can adapt before the market even knows what hit it. This is not about fitting into the industry mold. It's about breaking the mold apart and building something new from the shards. A system that honors difference, embraces risk, and celebrates the rare sparks that ignite innovation. Every overlooked nuance, every dismissed perspective, every ignored edge is potential gold. Each one layered into a network where ideas don't just coexist, but fuse to create power. Real edge means you never accept the safe path, the one scripted by consensus or convenience. It means leaning into discomfort and chaos, where opportunities hide beneath the surface, invisible to those who play it safe. That's where extraordinary returns live, and that's why this edge can never be copied, because it's born from individual sovereignty and an unbreakable code shared by those who will not settle. To get this, you must relentlessly pursue your own truth above all else. It's a battle against the invisible prisons disguised as comfort and predictability. The quiet chains that tell you to stop questioning, to follow the herd, to accept the status quo. Let go of those. Embrace the raw, uncomfortable freedom of blazing your own path. When the system offers a shortcut, suspect it. When the noise drowns out your inner voice, fight to hear it. This resistance, this insistence on sovereignty, is what gives you the edge. Now, imagine what happens when this rebellious individuality pairs up with a network handpicked for fierce complementarity. When mutual respect and radical self-expression fuel strategic collaboration. That's where pure power unlocks, where your brilliance is no longer isolated but multiplied. The greatest hedge fund strategies come from these rare alchemies, not from some formula anyone can steal. Because cooperation at this level is not about uniformity, it's about honoring difference and forging strength through contrast. So the question isn't how to copy the edge nobody else can copy. The question is how to become the individual who owns that edge. How to reject the lie of easy answers and small comforts, and instead live relentlessly by your own values and vision. How to find the rare few who ignite your fire and hold the space where exceptional strategies can breathe and grow. How to play the long game, knowing that true power comes not from fleeting gains, but from deeply rooted freedom. If this idea lights a spark, it means you're no longer willing to play by the bland rules. You're done living a borrowed life, done settling for noise disguised as wisdom. You're ready to be sovereign, to question everything, and to build links that no system can replicate. Because that, right there, is the real hedge fund edge. It's raw, it's human, and it's the secret no machine or veteran trader can fully harness unless they embrace it too. Stay sharp, stay critical, and above all, never stop becoming.